Well, good afternoon, everybody. You probably noticed the relatively dry humidity we had out there today. It was kind of comfortable, you know. In the sun, it was sharp, but in the shade, it was fairly comfortable. We don't have that humidity, and of course, that's what we got out of that hurricane on the East Coast. It is 100 degrees today, folks, and yes, we did get up to a high temperature of 103. That puts us again in the new record books. We are now the second longest streak of 100-degree days in a summer. In other words, we've had 45 days over 100 degrees this summer, and that's the second longest we've ever had. So, yeah, it's going to be competitive to see if we're number one. You know, we like to do that. We did have a few little pop-up showers out here in the hill country, moving down along the, I guess, the Frio River out there. But in terms of the crossroads, we didn't get anything, just that dry and rather hot temperature tough. We are getting, of course, that northerly wind rolling through here on the backside of this whole system. The storm itself is now a tropical storm. It's still got about 65-mile-an-hour winds, but it is continuing to decrease in intensity as the center of it just begins to move off the South Carolina coast. Nonetheless, they've had some pretty impressive stuff. Watch this. There's a car driving, and then all of a sudden the car is flipped up in the air. Pretty amazing. And by either a microburst or a small tornado. But there, can you imagine, you know, trying, and this is in South Carolina of all places, and not in Florida where they had 125-mile-an-hour winds. So there's a car flying in the air. So we, of course, being on the backside of the storm, same thing happened during Ike and Rita and Katrina, where we had the storm coming up this side. And of course, all we got was the backside of the storm, which was the dry side. We had highs today, of course, 103 for us, 103 in Port Lavaca. Tomorrow, not a lot of change. That's why I'm thinking, you know, we may be number one in streak of 100-degree days as the way things are going. We also had this very interesting development. See the little gray areas in Corpus Christi, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas. These are air pollution advisories for ozone. You know, I worked in LA for what, 20 years, and so I know ozone, okay? I've been there, and I forecasted it, and I put the advisories out. Basically, we pollute every day, and the atmosphere, when the winds are very light, everything just stays in the air. If the winds are strong, obviously they'd blow away, but when it sort of hangs, the sunlight and whatever moisture there is in the ground breaks down and makes it into ozone, carbon monoxide, into O3. And it is a problem. And so today, with light winds and abundant sunshine, all of the major metropolitan areas had pollution problems. Now, here's the other one. People go, I don't see any pollution. It's a colorless gas, okay? So you will feel it, but you won't see it. Now here's Idalia, and you can see how it's just beginning to move off the South Carolina shore. It is forecast to roll into the Atlantic, but not re-strengthen. It'll continue as a tropical system out there. So for us tomorrow, we're looking at a 99 in Port Lavaca. The winds are going to be out of the northeast a little bit, and then by the time we get to the weekend, they'll turn back to the southeast, and we'll be picking up some of that Gulf moisture. 102 inland in Cuero. We're looking for a hot weather through the weekend, but what you'll notice is that we'll start picking up enough moisture to see a few little pop-up showers. I mean, this is not a big stuff, but a few little pop-up showers around the area beginning on Sunday of this weekend. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. We'd love for you to